There's still a lot of advertising going on for sort of credit cards, loans, and so on and so forth. So the attraction or the option of taking out debt is definitely still there. One of the other things also I think is the cost of cost of living is increasing here. But not necessarily the salaries are not increasing. In fact, very few people now are getting that even 5% salary increase, and many more are not even to get a bonus now is considered lucky. So I think rising costs and salary stability or even salary decreasing is causing that problem. And then thirdly, I think the ultimate issue is always the behavioural change. It's still, the mindset of people, like the spending culture. I mean, take the Dubai Shopping Festival. There were, I think it's over 145 billion dirhams that were spent, 60% of which were UAE residents. So spending pattern has still, I don't think, has changed on a sort of psychological level. And you put all those together, of course the trends are still in the upward motion. I think psychology is the answer, and I think psychology is the prevention, because every decision, to take on debt is actually a decision that one has to make, and it's more of an emotional decision. So sometimes because of people's pride, they kind of leave it to the last minute, or because of, the wanting of the item that they want to purchase, or for the reason they're taking the debt in the first place, is the emotional decision. So everything is coming down to sort of making that psychological decision to take on the debt in the first place. And I think if people start to understand why they're taking the debt, is it necessary spending? Is it a lifestyle pattern? Because most what you find in Dubai, certainly in my experience, it's a lifestyle pattern. So even resolving the issue for the person immediately and getting them out, in their lifestyle, they will continue this cycle. And unfortunately, what happens, that psychology around money, or what I like to call money behavior, is transferred to the upbringing in their children. So many times when I'm seeing clients, by a financial statement, I can pretty accurately tell you what their financial upbringing was, because we make those decisions. It's like with anything, our parents influence the way we make our decisions as adults. And money decisions are derived from the way we saw our parents handle that. So it's not just a small, immediate short-term issue. It's actually something that drives the generations. Today's credit crunch is because of a behavioural change that was a decade ago. You never heard your grandmother say, let's take a personal loan. I bet they wouldn't even know how to spell credit card, So there's been a behavioural shift. And 10 years later, it's caused the credit crunch, which has been the largest recession in worldwide history.